Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Kent Tilley with K4 Financial, and today I want to talk to you about something a little bit different. This is actually just an opinion piece that I have. This isn't financial planning advice. However, if you think that this is a good idea or, it might help you or somebody that you know, then maybe you could share it. Maybe this could get the ball rolling on some positive change. What I want to talk about today is why I believe 100% that CPP and OAS income should be completely tax-free to Canadian seniors. I imagine there's a lot of you that might be able to get on board with this, knowing that, so especially low-income seniors on a fixed income are really struggling right now. That's one of the groups that you're paying attention to. The government is trying to do things to enhance their income or make their lives a little bit easier. I don't think it's helping that much. Here's my idea. I believe that CPP and OAS should be completely tax-free for Canadian seniors, and this is why. So first, what we need to look at is what CPP and OAS pay in a perfect world. The world is not perfect. Most Canadian seniors do not get full CPP. But as of today, 2023, full CPP, if you 100% funded it with your employer at 65 years old, will be $1,306.57 per month. Full OAS, if you take it at 65, is $691 per month. Both of those sources of income are completely 100% taxable to the person that's receiving that money. Now, if you delay CPP and OAS, that number is going to go up. But if you add them up at 65, that works out to $1,997.57 per month per individual senior. For ease of purpose, I'm going to round this up to $2,000, and there's a specific reason for that because I believe that $2,000 is at least the minimum number that we should be working with here. $2,000 a month was proven by the Canadian government to be the number that they knew that Canadians needed to live on every month, which we saw during COVID when they said, what are we giving to people as far as benefits to help them survive, which was CERB, which was $2,000 per month. Now where that comes into play is because there's also an amount that the government comes up with every year called the basic personal amount. I've talked about this a number of times. We're going to have all of the provinces and the basic personal amounts on the website. You want to check it out, k4financial.ca, and I'll explain just by using Alberta's in this case, but Ryan can bring up a chart of all of them or something, whatever. Now, the basic personal amount is the government saying, we don't think that you should have to pay tax on money that it costs you to live, to supply yourself with like the daily things that you need to live, which are food, clothing, and shelter, utilities, all those other things. We think that you should be able to do this off of $2,000 per month. That's what they said, but the basic personal amount suggests otherwise, because the federal basic personal amount is only $15,000 per year. So that means you get a tax credit for anything under $15,000 a year that you made, so that you don't have to pay tax on that, because the government of Canada believes that you need to pay tax on money above that because you only need $15,000 a year to live on. I don't know who can do that. I don't think that's humanly possible, especially nowadays, but that's where the government is set. I'm going to use Alberta as an example, and Alberta is actually a bad example in this case because Alberta has a pretty high basic personal amount. So federally, any dollar you make over $15,000, you have to pay 10% on that income. And provincially, in Alberta, the basic personal amount starts at $21,003, And every dollar over that you earn, you have to start paying at least 10% in provincial tax to the Alberta government. So a total of 25% on every dollar you made over $21,003. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Ryan's nodding in the background. He's understanding it. So now we're going to look at the math a little bit here. So you made $24,000 in CPP and OAS income. The government's going to give you a tax break on the first $15,000, but you have to pay 15% tax on the extra $9,000 that you earned. We add that up, 9,000 times 15% is $1,350. Now to the Alberta government, you owe 10% on every dollar you earned above $21,003. So you owe 10% on $2,997. Simple math on that is that you owe $300 in tax to the Alberta government based on your CPP and OAS, for a total tax bill of $1,650 per year to a senior that's earning full CPP and OAS. Now keep in mind, if that's all you're earning, the only income you have is CPP and OAS, you're also going to be entitled to some GIS. So based on that calculation, if you're earning that much CPP, then you're going to get an extra $228.82 per month tax-free in GIS income. So I guess one could argue that you are actually not paying tax on that income because you're getting GIS. However, I think maybe we should help out these low-income seniors a little bit more and not make them pay tax. It's not a huge revenue generator for the government. I'm sure that they can find maybe a slight increase to, people that make over $1 million a year. Maybe if they had to pay an extra % on that, that's going to help provide a lot of help to some seniors, large corporations, whatever. There's also pension tax credits that do help seniors pay a little bit less in tax. That comes true. But at the end of the day, my big problem here is that the government has come up with this idea that we need $2,000 a month to survive, just for groceries, for food, for shelter over our heads, all of these things. But their basic personal amount doesn't make any sense. Some of the provinces have basic personal amounts as low as like 9 or 10 or 11,000 or something like that. They're assuming that you can live in their province for $10,000 a year. Well, that's not possible. We're screwing everybody over and saying, well, they didn't work hard enough, or they didn't do these things, or just handing out money in different ways and not giving tax breaks to people that need them. That's it. So, I mean, I don't know. I get a little bit worked up about these things. I don't know what all the answers are to this at all, but I think that it's way off base. I know that people are struggling. I know that seniors are struggling. I know that, almost everybody is struggling except for kind of the people that make the decisions. And I wish I could help make some of these decisions, because there's so many better ways to help so many more people that isn't going to ruin everybody's lives. It isn't going to hurt anybody. And we can actually help more people. So why don't we start actually talking about this? I don't know, whatever. Thank you very much for watching. Next video, we'll talk about some financial planning topic or whatever.